הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. It's so good to be here together on this wonderful day. Well, it's הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. Yes, it's הנה מה טוב ומה נעים.
Well, good Shabbos, everyone. If you haven't picked up on the theme of tonight, it's baseball, bites, and brews. And it should be a lovely CAYA, come as you are, meditation-style service, but followed with an oneg with some baseball-themed foods as well. As we start off, as we always do, we start off with a little cheer for the Cardinals. Just kidding. I can go National, American League, you know, it's my division. Last weekend was rough, but all good. But we'll have you turn to the people that are next to you, in front of you, behind you. If you don't already know them, wish them a Shabbat Shalom. You can ask them their favorite player, favorite teams, whatever's on your mind. For those online, feel free to put something in the chat for us too, and wish each other Shabbat Shalom. Some good teams out there to be able to celebrate. As we do that, we begin our Shabbat service by bringing a little bit more light into our world and marking this special time that we have together. And so I invite up Emma and Jen Geringer to help us light our Shabbat candles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
So as we prepare for Shabbat and our oneg afterwards, let's draw a line for a moment from our baseball, bites, and brews theme and give ourselves this moment of Shabbat. Moment to look within and have a little peacefulness in our lives, in our world, in our learning, in our faith. What that can do for us as well.
Olam chesed yibaneh, taradai, dai, dai, yadadai. Olam chesed yibaneh, taradai, dai, dai, yadadai. Olam chesed yibaneh, da-da-dai, da-dai, da-da-dai. Olam chesed yibaneh, da-da-dai.
So as we draw that line, an opportunity for us to learn a little together, meditate a little, a moment to look within. This week's Torah portion tells us about Nadav and Avihu, the sons of Aaron, who each took their own fire pan, their own pan for their offering, ish machtato, each one singularly alone. And they offered a fire that had not been asked for. We don't fully understand what happened to them. The text is hard. Fire burst forth and took their lives, consumed them. Commentators have wrestled with it for centuries and found no easy answers. Some say sacrifice was not specifically commanded by God, and they violated something sacred. Others argue Nadav and Avihu were intoxicated. And they find support for the argument because immediately after this episode, a law is transmitted forbidding the consumption of alcohol when performing sacrificial rituals. They said it's not wise to mix drunkenness and prayer. Who knows what one might say when under the influence if they had a drink in their office before services. Why are you laughing? A few rabbis argue they were overzealous and inexperienced youth. They were impatient with their father Aaron, who continued to maintain his position as the high priest, refusing to make room for a younger generation. But yet, how can their sin be so great as to merit their death? The punishment appears extreme. But perhaps the text is asking us something different. It's asking us each, what's the nature of the fire we bring? So I ask you for a moment now, if you're comfortable, maybe close your eyes. Take a breath in and let it out slowly. Without even looking, notice the person next to you. Notice the room is full of people who chose to be here tonight, each carrying something, each arriving from a different week, a different place inside themselves. When we come to pray, especially on Shabbat, we're not each standing alone with our own fire pan. We are here together. Your breath, my breath, your longing, and mine. The grief someone carries here into the sanctuary quietly. The gratitude someone else almost forgot to name. Again, we return to these brothers Nadav and Avihu. Listen to what the text, what Torah says. Each took their own fire pan, ish machtakto, each one singularly, alone, and offered a fire. Take another breath. Let your shoulders drop. Relax in this moment. The mystics teach the world itself was created in moments such as this through chesed, through loving kindness. The psalmist taught olam chesed yibaneh, not through power, not through perfection, through reaching toward love, through kindness. So as we begin, let whatever fire you have carried in, whatever is burning in you tonight, let it join this larger flame that we create together. Olam chesed yibaneh.
must build this world from love. Da 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 da. You must build this world from love. Da 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 da. For if you build this world from love, da 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 da, then God will build this world from love. Da 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 da. Olam Chesed Yivaneh. Da 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 da. Olam Chesed Yivaneh. Da 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 da. Olam Chesed Yivaneh. Da 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 da. Olam Chesed Yivaneh. Da 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 da.
This is a CAYA service that we experienced tonight, which means we don't formally use the prayer book, but you're always welcome to open it up. And so now that we feel ourselves as a community, knowing we're not alone in this journey of our prayers, so can we join together with our call to worship with the Baruch Hu, which can be found on page, 20, somewhere around there. It starts with the word Baruch Hu. And if we're able, we rise together.
Yai la 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 yai la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 yai la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach. Hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Hamevorach, Hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto le'olam va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto le'olam va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha. Ve'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
In a few moments, we'll sing together the Hashkivenu, this ancient prayer that asks God to spread over us a shelter of peace as we move toward night. It's a vulnerable prayer. We're asking literally to be covered. Again, take a breath in. Breathe in God's gift to each and every one of us. Breathe out our gift to this world. And as you continue to breathe in slowly and out gently, see if you can let something go. Something from this week. Something you've been holding. There's a teaching in our tradition that nighttime holds a particular kind of truth. In the day, we're defined by what we do, our roles, our tasks, our competence. But night asks us something different. It asks us to trust a little more. It asks us to let go, to set down what we accomplished and what we didn't, to stop performing ourselves, even for ourselves. The rabbis of old noticed that we say Hashkivenu every single night, Shabbat and weekdays both. But on Shabbos, we shorten the prayer. On weekdays, we list traditionally this enormous list of things that might go wrong, everything possible, all the things that might harm us. On Shabbat, we don't make that list. We simply ask for shalom, just peace. So breathe in again, and breathe out. And notice. Maybe that's part of what Shabbat practice is. Learning to abbreviate our fears. To stop cataloging what might go wrong. And to let the reality of being in others' presence, in community, be enough. To let shelter simply be enough. So as we sing these words, let them be kind of permission that you can be uncovered for a moment and you can be held. The world is still built on loving kindness even in the dark. But in order to trust, we need to say, Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom, Ba'amidenu Malkeinu L'chaim, Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha. let this Sukkot Shlomecha, a shelter of peace, surround us, comfort us, protect us.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Hamidenu Malkeinu l'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom V'hamidenu malkeinu
Prayers we've been singing, the prayers we've been saying, the breaths we've been taking, in a sense, is a preparation for the Amidah, our central prayers of worship. In a moment, Amidah means standing. We are about to stand if we're able. Again, take that breath. Just one slow breath in this moment. For in a moment, as we rise and enter the Amidah, the standing prayer, tradition asks us to imagine we're standing directly before the divine presence. Not asking yet, just standing. There's a teaching, a tradition from the ancients, that before the Amidah we take 3 small steps forward, as if approaching, as if crossing a threshold. Back to our Torah portion. Nadav and Avihu, those brothers, they rushed in. They didn't wait. They didn't approach. They arrived already certain, convinced of their rightness of what they were bringing. The Amidah asked something harder. In prayer, we come slowly. To not yet know exactly what you need. To stand in that not knowing, and to let it be the offering. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Let your hands be still. Whatever within them you're carrying tonight, you bring that. You bring it. You do not have to have the words yet. But in a moment, we'll sit quietly in a silent prayer, immersed in our individual thoughts. But then we'll join together saying, Yehiyu l'ratzon imrefi. May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart, be acceptable before you. It's a verse from Psalms, and we say it, we sing it here as a kind of intention setting, a way of saying, I'm not actually sure my words will be enough. I'm not sure my heart is ready, but here they are. Take them. And I am not doing this alone. Singularly, I am with others. I am in community. That's the whole posture of the Amidah, our central prayers of worship, offering what we have together. 3 steps. 1 breath. Yehiyu ratzon imrefi. By the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart, be acceptable to you, God, my rock, my redeemer.
Yehiyu leratzon imrefi vehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri Begoali Yehiyu leratzon Imrefi Vehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri Begoali
We rise together for the Amidah.
Adonai sevatai tiftachu fi tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Leah ve'Elohei Rachel Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Ve'Konei HaKol Ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot ve'Imahot U'Mevi Geula Livnei Bneihem Le'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Abraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Le'Hoshia Morid Atah Mechakel Chaim B'Chesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Berofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umkayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot Umidom Helach Melech Memit Umchayeh Umatmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kedoshim b'chol yom yehalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el
HaKadosh. Please be seated. As we've done in the midst of our prayers, not just since February 28th, but really since October 7th, an added element to our prayers for Israel, for our home, our family, and friends, but we extended those prayers at this time as well in the midst of the challenges surrounding our world. So a new prayer for peace. Eloheinu v'Eloheinu v'imotenu. Our God and God of our ancestors, we open our hearts to you in this time of uncertainty and worry. Watch over the state of Israel and all who live within her borders. Wrap her in the shelter of your peace. Give her leaders wisdom, courage, and the strength to do what's right. Guard her soldiers and defenders, all who protect our people, and bring them home safely in body and in spirit to those who love them. Bless our country, the United States of America. Guide our leaders and give them wisdom and humility in the decisions they make and the work they do. May they stand for justice, protect our freedom, and act with goodness and strength. Watch over the soldiers of our armed forces, shield them from harm. Give them discipline and compassion. May they serve with honor and come home safely to those who love them. We also pray for the innocent people of Iran, for mothers and fathers, for children and grandparents, for all who long for freedom and dignity in a life without fear. Protect them from violence and cruelty. May the day come quickly when the powerful can no longer oppress and peace is finally free to grow. Eloheinu v'Eloheinu v'imotenu, our God and God of our ancestors, plant in every land the seeds of justice, of kindness, of truth. May we soon see a vision the prophets dreamed of. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, nor shall they learn war anymore. And together let us say, Amen. We turn our hearts now as we take Torah out in a moment to our prayers of Mishaberach, thinking of our family, our friends, those in need of healing and strength. The moment we walk around with the Torah, we reach out, we touch it, we mention names out loud of those we're thinking of. Having Torah in our midst, reminding us it's not just a source of learning and wisdom, but Torah is also our source of strength and hope. Please rise.
Mishaberach imotenu mikor habracha leavotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Yishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov v'Imotenu Sra Rivka Leah v'Rachel. Hu yivarech et Cholim, merciful God, who has blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, Becca, Leah, and Rachel. Send your blessings to our loved ones stricken with illness, anxiety, friends, and family we think of at this time. Anna Alpert, Rory Barner, Riley Braun, Martin Bordelais, Chris Burke, Amanda Kaplan, Dr. Donna Caniano, Karen Kasman, Patty Seresny, Andrew Chernak, David Decker, Ann Gotro, Richard Gotro, Barry Grant, Brandon Gordon, Batya Ashapanina, Arya Leb and Yechiel Vasilva, Ava Haber Kornholm, Gidon Ben Avraham, Roxanne Hoaxama, Alexis Johnson Walzer, Mike Kahn, Jimmy Kelly, Mark Kopel, Leon Klein, Isaiah Klein, Karen Klein, Serafina Coffrin, Gert Levin, Alan Lieberman,
Zev Lorber, Zoe Marcus, Justin Milberger, Steve Passer, Carolyn Peterson, Donna Reef, Marcy Fisher Reiners, Leslie Riggs, Michael Robbins, Yocheved Chana Bat Shoshana Geulah, the Saint Amman family, Rob Shaya, Frank Shimones, Michael Schulman, Gary Sikora, Toby Stein, Eliza Bat Rivka, Joe Tarlos, Len Turman, Laura Tills, Dolores Weinstein, Lev Ben Bat Ami, and all the names in our hearts. Baruch Atar Nair Chalim. Bless you, God, to give strength to those in need.
Mi shebe'era avoteinu mikol habracha ve'imotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Mi shebe'era imotenu mikol habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We continue with our concluding prayers with the Aleinu as we remain standing.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Back to Nadav and Avihu, these two individuals who wanted to do everything on their own. And so the ancients remind us of the prayer of the Kaddish is one prayer we never say alone. And the idea of the blessing of community is that we're surrounded by others who are there to support us, to help us in our journeys, to help us in our memories, and why we gather together. Sometimes it's what brings us actually to our services, to remember, to hear a name. Sometimes it's because we'll be there to support another. But most important is holding on to the values, the memories, the stories of those we've loved and have loved us. Continue to tell those, to remind them of who we are because of what's been given to us. In that spirit, we think of those who have been taken from our midst in this past month, whose Shoshim we continue to mark, friends and family of our community. Marilyn Jones, Neil Merzen, Linda Dresner, Aaron Rocklin, Melvin Herner, Zita Weber, Carol Zumberg, Lois Lowenstein, Stephen Feldman. And linking their names and names whose yort sites we mark on the Shabbat, those anniversary of passing we lovingly commemorate. Tody Barnett, Becky Barr, Phyllis Barr, Louis Bercius, Clara Brunfeld, Evelyn Brown, Harry Brown, Stephen Cohen, Michael Cullen, Manuel Dorfman, Ethel Droz, Dawn Ducatz, Sarah Eisenberg, Ellen Faxon, Minnie Feinberg, Eric Fishkind, Cecilia Esther Frank, Fred Gare, Zoltan Glantz, Rose Gold, Joseph Gillespie, Bertram Shalom Gordon, Natalie Hadesman, Irving Hershen, Ruth Coltoneau, Raymond Kudish, Bertha Berkowitz Levine, Milford Lewis, Morris Lynn, Michelle McGilton, Deborah Mursky, Richard Moskowitz, Ruth Moskowitz, Herschel Mosen, Dr. Benjamin Newman, Ruthie Newman, Stephen Michael Newman, Lois Landau Pearl, Arthur Pollock, Robert Prusak, Agnes Roche, Andrew Roney, Erky Seymour Rosenblum, Jean Sandler, Mary Schreier, Scott Schubiner, Harvey Schwartz, Yaakov Schwartz, Henry Seligman, Ida Serlin, Henry Severin, Samuel Silverstein, Marcus Simon, Samuel Simon, Lawrence Sklar, Jerry Slanky, Milton Sarek, Anita Sasson, Florence Jovis, and Dr. Robert Weinstock. Linking their names with all names that we do not recite on the Shabbat, those that are faith and family whose lives have touched ours, as well as those who have no one to stand and say Kaddish for them. So do we rise together now and turn to page 46 in our prayer books as we join in the immortal words of the mourner's Kaddish. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah b'alma divrach chirte v'almich malchute b'chayachon uvyom echon uchayedachol beit Yisrael b'agala uvizman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mavarach olam amaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'nadar v'nale v'nalal shemei kudesha b'rechu v'ela minko birchata v'shirata tush v'chata v'nechemata ta'maram v'yama v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlomo rabbah min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. The source of peace, and peace to those who mourn, comfort to those who are bereaved here and everywhere. And let us together say, Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru imru. Amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ועל כל ישראל יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
Thanks, everyone. Okay, so draw a line now out of the seriousness of our meditations and start thinking baseball so you can have a beer. In a moment, we'll join together in our own egg, and we thank Brian Fishman, our executive director, beer aficionado extraordinaire, for selecting some beers for us this evening, correct? How many options do we have tonight? 9 or 10. Hey, there's a special award for the person who tries all of them. I'm just kidding. I'm gluten-free. It's not me tonight, okay? That's why he gets to pick the beer, okay? So anyway, though rumor is he has something for me. That being the case, so just a nice oneg. Always appreciate the opportunities to be together and to enjoy Shabbat. We make, and hats off to those of you who wore jerseys and things as well. I didn't. I actually on Amazon last night, I almost bought a new Cardinals jersey, and I thought, oh, my wife won't be happy if I spend that much money on it. So I didn't, because she goes, you'll never wear it again. Last weekend I would have worn it. Okay, though I actually found myself cheering for the Tigers last weekend. Is that what happens after 31 years? Like, don't tell my parents, okay? Just like, it's okay. I always say, like Rabbi Daniel said, and by the way, Rabbi Daniel is with the 8th graders. He wanted to start and be with us in the beginning. He's playing with them. I'm sure he's going to come grab some beers and then go back to the kids in a moment. I'm kidding. A few things that are happening on Sunday night. Our Shir Shalom Art and Architecture Tour with Sarah Frank and Anita is happening at 6:30 here. We've asked you to sign up in advance. If you haven't yet, you can talk to Anita. Anita, wave to us. Or Anita, wave to us. Talk to it. If you haven't signed up and you want to go, talk to Anita so she can give you the details as well. The Women of Shir Shalom, 6:30 on Wednesday night with our friend Raja, a skincare expert. That's how I look so good. So anyway, and Brotherhood's also meeting at 6:30 at Panera, though, right? I saw Gordy. At Panera, what's that? Orchard Lake and 14 in Panera, a little fundraiser there for Brotherhood. Chavruta night is Wednesday, April 15th at 5:30 before those events. You can ask me about that if you'd like to know what that is. Social Seniors is a week later on the 21st at 10:30 on the morning, Tuesday. Bim Bam Baby with our, from our oldest to our youngest. Bim Bam Baby is Friday the 24th at 10 a.m. for our 0 to 5-year-olds. And we're coming upon important weeks. Later, in 6 days is Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Memorial, and that the state of Israel created. It's actually called Yom HaShoah V'Hagvura, the day of remembering the Holocaust of the Shoah, as well as the day of heroism. One of our staff, who's not Jewish, asked me today about posting something for Holocaust Memorial Day, but she said, but one calendar says it's in January, and one says it's here. And so I explained, I think it was 1953, Israel decided that Yom HaShoah would be on the day it is, on the Jewish calendar, commemorating the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising. And that's why Israel made it Yom HaShoah V'Hagvura, the day of heroism. That in the midst of the Shoah, we still showed our heroism, and then the creation of the state of Israel. And so that's why that date is. The International Holocaust Day was, I think, marked only about 23 or 24 days ago in the United States, and then with the United Nations following suit as well, which marks the liberation of Auschwitz, January 27th. That occurs. So we observe both as a community, but obviously our Jewishness is connected to Yom HaShoah V'Hagvura with the state of Israel. Israel does a week of holidays and commemorations. A week later or 6 days later is Yom HaZikaron, Israel's Memorial Day for soldiers and victims of terrorism. And so obviously in Israel, it's a very somber day as opposed to our Memorial Day, which has a somber element, but it's really our beginning of the summer when the pools open up and we're on our boats and things like that. In Israel, everyone goes to the cemeteries. Everyone knows someone in the military who has died, or multiple people as well. and so it's an important day, especially after October 7th. But as sun sets on that day, fireworks begin because it goes right into Independence Day. And the idea of feeling the pain of loss into what it's been able to give us, our homeland and the state of Israel. So that's all in the upcoming weeks. So on May 4th, our community celebration of Independence Day is happening, and that is at Shara Zedek as a community, and we're a part of that. Shir Shalom Table will be there, thanks to Tessa and to, I wasn't going to say anything, Tessa, I was going to say to Tessa and Smoke Show will be manning our table there as well. Okay, a moment of Tish before we enjoy our baseball levity. Are the Tigers playing tonight? Thank you. Who are they playing? Oh, will they try not to run into each other this time and not embarrass us? It's been rough. It's not been good. I feel that pain too. I want them to do well, honestly. So, but who's excited for the Pistons? Come on. Cunningham's going to come back. His lung is reinflated. All is good. It's weird stuff. Okay, a Tish question. Yes, from Stacy Schumann. I have the page numbers memorized. 27, that is the Atah Gibor, I believe.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you. I wrote the book.
So sometimes, we say either summer or winter. Today, I noticed we called summer.
That's right.
So what's the...
We switch on Passover and on Sukkot.
Yes, I got it right.
So actually, it's after the first day of Passover. So the prayer of the Atah Gibor that Stacy was asking about for those online has one line that switches depending on the season. In the summertime, we say Merid Hatal, God who brings forth dew. And in the wintertime, we say Merid Hagashem, that God who brings on the rains, who helps us rain in our seasons for our crops. Obviously, these are tied to the land of Israel, an agricultural society, so not as relevant for us, but because we're all farmers. But the idea is, for me, we added that. It wasn't in the previous edition of our prayer book. We added that because, one, it's traditional, but more than that, it links us to Israel. And reminding that as Jews, this is the traditional prayer. 2,000 years, wherever you lived, you said these prayers about hoping it rains in Israel. We hope the rains stop in Israel. And so that's the idea. So on Sukkot, we change our prayers to rain. After the first day of Passover, we change our prayers to dew. So, yeah. Fine question. A question was asked before, not by an individual, but thank you for all responding affirmatively to the assessment that was sent and added to your accounts for security, that in this past few weeks, how we've been, woken up to the realities that we knew were there, but that when someone attacks Temple Israel, it's our backyard, and we realize how fragile we all are and what additional things we need to do. And so you guys have helped out with that, and some have done more than $200. And one generous congregant wanted to do a little more, but then learned how much we are actually raising. So if things go well and everyone contributes to this, we'll understand with those who pay full dues that we'll make $120,000, $140,000 will come to us to help with that. But that's not nearly enough. Someone asked, well, what about the grant from Federation? Federation is going to give us, as a congregation, $36,000. Obviously, wonderful and greatly appreciated, okay? We have to spend $45,000 to get that $36,000 back, but all really important. However, we've calculated we have about $478,000 worth of work to do on the physical property to make it truly secure. So we put these cement barriers up around the outside of Temple, but we're putting bollards up and something called BARs around the landscaping. Anyone know what BARs are? Big ass rocks. So that cars can't get past. And also some of that as well in the land around the the Frank Interfaith Garden, around our new patio, taller trees, thicker shrubbery, so you won't be able to see the patio from Orchard Lake as well, or drive up to it, all around our playgrounds and things like that. And then an additional $1.5 million as well we need to raise, because we know it's over $2,000, about $2,200 more a week we're spending in personnel in our security that is here, whether it's our off-duty police officers or our security team that are here Monday through Friday with our preschoolers and with our office staff, making sure we're all safe, which is a necessity. We all understand that. And so we want to put money aside that will kick money off, that it's not just a one-time expense like the land that we're going to take care of, but the personnel that we need to. So that's why it's real. And so thank you for asking that question, though the congregant asked, didn't want to ask it publicly, but wanted me to talk about that. So because she gave a really nice donation, I had to honor her. So thank you. Ooh, I just gave away that it was a woman. So how's that? Yes, Gary. Thank you. Sorry. Well, that's positive because we've been a strong community and people have come out in force and wanted to help. And we have not let fear stop us from being Jews, and we're here together. And I think that's one of the most important things. And I'll say one last thing, Gary. Temple Israel asked us if they could join for Yizkor on Wednesday morning, the last day of Passover. So, and they said to us, it's Yizkor in the middle of the week. Maybe we'll have 25 people, but can we come and do that with you? And we said the same thing, like Yizkor in the middle of the week, maybe we get 30 or 40 people, but for them off-site, we didn't know as well. So of course, so 3 of our colleagues were here, Rabbi Josh and Rabbi Jen Kaluzny and Rabbi Marla Hornstead were here with us, rabbis, and Cantor Neil Michaels was here as well with Aaron and with Cantor Penny, and it was a beautiful service, and we filled the sanctuary. So the floor was filled, some were sitting up there as well. And it wasn't all Temple Israel. It was about 2/3, 1/3. And some of you came out to help out, like our past president, Buddy Lieberman, Justice for Usher, make sure people felt welcome. It was a real beautiful affirmation of what we do for each other and how we show up still. So it means a lot. Gary Cooper. A quick prayer for the safe return. Yeah, you know, we should say, there's 2 prayers. You can say it's Tfilat HaDerech, the prayer of a journey, but I would say the 121st Psalm, which is one of my favorite Psalms, which says, I lift my eyes to the heavens. Where does the source of my help come from? My help comes from God, maker of heaven and earth. God will not let your foot give way. God will not slumber. See, the protection is at my right hand. God will not strike, will hold us, and the moon will protect us by night, and the sun, God will protect us in all of our goings and comings, now and forever. Amen. So, you're supposed to say that prayer when you're on, that psalm when you're on a journey, and you can also say it, the traditional 2,000 years ago, when you make an offering in Jerusalem and you'd walk up the southern steps, you were to say the 121st Psalm as well. So yeah, it's happening in a few moments. So, okay, well, it's baseball, right? What's that? Oh, yes, young man. Mr. Reamer, how can I help you? Who is the best Jewish baseball player playing right now? Ever? Hank Greenberg? He looks at me like, Sandy Kovac, I mean, I don't know. Right now? What do you think right now? Michael Moskowitz? Oh, Elias, yes. We have a young man who plays for, not Brother Rice, he plays for St. Mary's. Yeah, and he's gotten lots of awards and accommodations, and we're playing college ball too. So maybe he'll be up there too. So, yes, it was sort of cool to see the international play, Israel fielding a team filled with some of our MLB players as well, and representing well. So, good stuff, makes us proud, especially when we have an Israeli in the NBA who is who played the All-Star game last month too. Good stuff. Well, 2 months ago. It's right, it's April now. Time flies. Well, let us enjoy a little Oneg. Do you have a concluding baseball song?
Well, it's not really a baseball song, but
a
it's
Don
another...
alum?
Yes.
He's brought, Aaron's brought, our cantorial soloist has brought a Don alum twice to us. I never let a Don alum happen, but here he goes again. It's
now,
okay.
this one's courtesy of Cantor Penny, though. I stole it from her.
Okay, go for it.
Yes. Okay, so it's Adon Olam, but you just say O before it. O, Adon Olam. Okay.
Okay.
O, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא וחפצו כל הזי, מלך שמו נקרא, שמו נקרא, אדון עולם אשר מלך, one more time, אדון עולם אשר
Well, thanks. Please rise for our closing prayer. And thanks in advance to Chef Riva for preparing a beautiful oneg for us. Baseball-themed noshes of dogs and pretzels and fun things like that. But for now, let us conclude our prayers as we ask of God's blessing for us now.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך.
May God bless you. May God protect you.
יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונקה.
May God's light shine upon you and shine through you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום.
May God always be a part of who we are. As individuals, most of all, as we come together as a community, creating community full of wisdom, understanding, and blessings and love. May God bless us all, of course, with peace.
וישם לך שלום, Shabbat shalom.
Let's go enjoy a little
Shabbos.
oneg together. Good Shabbos, everyone.